Good morning, boys. We shall begin with part 2 of the English grammar topic transitive and intransitive verb. In part 1, we saw what are transitive verbs, and now we are going to look for some examples with the transitive verbs. See here, we enjoyed the concert. Okay, what we enjoyed? The concert. So you get the object there. So this is transitive verb. What is the verb here? Enjoyed. I opened the door. I is the subject. Opened is the transitive verb. And what I opened? The door, you get the answer. So the object is the door. So it is transitive verb. She kicked the ball. Okay. So what she kicked? The ball. You get the object, the ball. Kicked as a verb. She as a subject. So this sentence is transitive verb. He took me to a restaurant. Where he took me? To a restaurant. So he is a subject, took is the verb, and a restaurant is a object. I saw an accident. What I saw? An accident. So an accident is an object, saw is the verb, I is the subject. He copied my answer. What he copied? My answer. So my answer is the object, copied is the verb, he is the subject. Understood what are transitive verb sentences now, boys? Okay, so let's begin with the intransitive verbs now. Intransitive verbs cannot have a direct object after them. The subject is doing the action of the verb and nothing receives the action. An intransitive verb does not pass the action to an object. Okay, now he arrived. Action of arriving is done by him. He is the subject, arrived is the verb. Who arrived? He arrived. What he arrived or whom he arrived, nothing is, you cannot get the answer. When you ask a question what or whom to the subject here, you do not get the answer. Why? Because the sentence is not having an object. Okay, so when such type of sentences come, they are intransitive verbs because there are no objects. All the actions are done by the subject itself. Here we cannot have an object after the intransitive verb arrive. You cannot arrive something. Incorrect. Okay. An intransitive verb expresses an action that is complete in itself and it doesn't need an object to receive the action. Okay. So the sentence is complete but without an object because all the actions are done by the subject itself. The baby smiled. Who smiled? The baby. So you do not get the answer of the object, you get the answer of the subject itself. Here in these particular sentences, when you ask the question to the subject, yeah, answer also you get the subject only. Remember, intransitive verbs, when you ask the question to the subject, what or whom, you get the answer as an object. But in such type of sentences, when you ask the question what or whom to the subject, you get the answer against subject. So when you get the answer against subject, that sentence is called as intransitive verb. Remember. Now here the baby smiled. Who smiled? Again you get the answer the baby. Understood? So after asking the question, you get the answer subject only. Here we cannot have an object after the intransitive verb smiled. You cannot smile something. Incorrect. The apple fell from the tree. You cannot fall something. So the verb is intransitive. From the tree is not an object. It is an adverbial phrase. What are adverbial phrase? It acts like an adverb and tell us where it happened. Okay. So here the tree is not an object. From the object it is. From the object, na? From the tree. So it acts like an adverb and tell us where it happened. Understood? The apple fell from where it fell? From the tree. Okay, so the action like does by an adverbial phrase. The same rules apply to intransitive phrasal verbs. You cannot have an object after an intransitive phrasal verb. Okay, now see examples using intransitive verbs. Before going to this, let's see the slide now. I have already explained to you how to find a direct object. Okay, now let's see the next one. What is an intransitive verb? action that does not have a direct object to receive that action. Now see the example. Snow fell yesterday. Okay, so snow fell where? You ask the question now, what or whom? Okay, so the action is incomplete. Intransitive verbs. A sentence with an intransitive verb only has a subject and a verb. Intransitive verbs often describe physical behavior or movement. Jane is laughing. Now Jane is the subject, laughing is the verb, but object is missing. So who is laughing? Jane. When you ask a question, you get the answer as a subject. Sarah is walking. Who is walking? Sarah. So again you get the answer as a subject. The door opened. What opened? The door. You get the answer again the subject. Prepositional phrases or adverbial phrases are often after an intransitive verb. Sarah is walking to the office. Now, to the office is showing the direction where Sarah is walking. To the office is not the object. Understood? The door opened slowly. So, slowly is the adverbial phrase. It is not the object. Understood? Common examples of intransitive verbs only exist as intransitive verbs arrive, die, fall, go, laugh, sleep, smile, stay. Also exist as transitive verbs close, eat, open, play, run, sit, stand, and walk. Okay, so these are the common examples of intransitive verbs. Some verbs can be transitive or intransitive with the same meaning. Let's see now. See intransitive. The door opened. Open is the verb here. Same verb you can use in the transitive also. I opened the door. Now here, I opened the door. I becomes a subject. Open becomes the verb. And the door becomes the object. Okay. So here, you get open as a verb. Verb remains the verb. But the sentence changes. Understood? Jane is reading. Now reading is the verb. Again when you use Jane is reading a book, it becomes a transitive verb because you are using an object after the verb. The children are playing. Last night we played cards. Okay, so you get objects here after the verb. So that becomes transitive. Some verbs can be transitive or intransitive with a different meaning. See intransitive. Mark is sitting on a chair. Now Mark's physical position is on a chair. Okay. Intransitive, Mark is sitting an exam. Mark is taking an exam. So here Mark is not sitting, it is setting an exam. Okay, so pronunciation changes, meaning is different. Here he is sitting is the sitting on a chair, the action of sitting. Okay, and Mark is setting an exam is to set. Understood? So the meaning changes. Got it? Advice. When you learn a new verb, look in the dictionary. Example, run. Now verb, to move quickly, faster than walking. That is the meaning of run. This is the intransitive use and meaning. We do not use a direct object for this meaning. Mark is running. To manage something, to organize something. This is the transitive use and meaning. We must use a direct object for this meaning. Mark runs a hotel. Understood? So meaning changes. See, Mark runs a hotel means he is not allowing hotel to run there. So here the meaning of run is different. Here what is the meaning of run? To manage something or to organize something. And on the top, the meaning of run is to move quickly, faster than walking. Both are same words, but the meanings are changing. Understood? Understood? So this was the end of the slide. Let's see on the PPT here. So verbs that are transitive and intransitive. Many verbs can be both transitive and intransitive. They can be transitive in one sentence and intransitive in another sentence. They are called ambitransitive verbs. Understood? That is what I showed you on this slide now. Run, runs. Okay. Sitting, sitting. Understood? So meaning changes, but the word is same. That is, such type of words are called as ambitransitive verbs. Okay. Here, you have grown since I last saw you. So here, intransitive. You have grown a beard since I last saw you. This becomes transitive. Now, grown is used in both the sentences, but the meaning is different. Okay. In the first sentence, the growing is of the body. Okay. The height, talking about height. And in the second sentence, you are talking about a beard. Okay. So, beard is grown. Sometimes the meaning changes depending on whether the verb is transitive or intransitive. He runs along the beach every morning. Intransitive. Run, the action or the sport. Okay. He runs a small grocery store. Now here runs is not the grocery store is running, but to manage. Here the meaning is to manage, to run. The plane will take off in 5 minutes. Take off means to leave the ground and begin to fly. That is the meaning of take off. You know already. Please take off your shoes before entering the house. Now here to take out means to remove something out of your shoes or the shoes from your legs. So the meaning changes but the word is same. Some examples of verbs that are both transitive and intransitive. I stopped the car. The car stopped. Okay. I stopped the car is transitive. The car stopped, intransitive. I broke my coffee mug. So here broke is transitive. My coffee mug broke. Here it is intransitive. The summer heat melted my ice cream. Here melted is transitive. My ice cream melted is intransitive. She speaks Arabic. So here speaks is transitive. She speaks very quickly. Here she speaks is intransitive. Mike is reading a book. So reading is transitive here because he's reading a book. And Mike is reading. Who is doing reading? Mike. So here no object, so it is intransitive. New Zealand won the match. So what New Zealand won? The match. So the match is the object, so won is becoming in won is the transitive here. New Zealand won. So here it is intransitive because there is no object. Action is done by the subject itself. A good dictionary will tell you whether a verb is transitive. Usually verb or transitive next to the verb is in dictionaries or intransitive. Okay. So transitive and intransitive verbs in English, there are some examples. So I'll give you more examples in the worksheet which will be sent after this particular video. So there in short the notes will be given of what is transitive, what is intransitive, some examples will be given and a worksheet will be given where answers will be given in front of the question. You have to identify the sentence whether it is transitive or intransitive. So I have given you some examples there, solved examples. Try to complete that worksheet in your book, grammar notebook. Okay, so with this particular video you will get a PDF file of the notes of transitive and intransitive verbs. See that you complete in your notebook. Okay, write everything which is given in the PDF file in your English grammar notebook. So along with this video I am showing you one video of the quiz or to find out whether you have finished, you understood the topic transitive or intransitive. So let's see the quiz of transitive and intransitive verb in the next video of the part 3 of this lesson. Okay.